You ready, Chippy? Hey, the door's open. There you go. Hey guys, it is July 7th, evening time. I have shot several clips up until this point, just getting a collection of footage for you guys. We just ended the long weekend of 4th of July. We are back home, resuming normal activities around the farm. We left everybody overnight, which we haven't really done. Everybody did really good. And now I'm checking out my garden after being gone for a couple days and several days of rain, and it is looking amazing. I thought I would turn the camera on while I just walk through my garden this evening. Oh my gosh, guys, I'm going to be harvesting green beans soon. I'm so excited. This is awesome. There's so many green beans on my plants. They're just a little small right now. They have shot up. Wow. I'm so excited. Oh, wow. Everything is so beautiful. I'm going to try not to show you everything because I want to save it for the garden tour. Oh my gosh. Clearly I haven't walked through my garden since I've been home. I'm going to be harvesting. I've harvested quite a few sweet peas already. And looks like I'm going to be harvesting a bunch soon. My squash is flowering. I will show you this. This is one of my sunflowers. Shoulder high. I'm 5'4". That's awesome. And the one right behind it is getting there too. This one's going to be a big purple one. All my dill is flowering. I'll show you that because I've harvested off this. It's finally flowering. I think I'm going to just let it go. I've been trying to hold it back so I can save it for when I have pickles, but I don't know that I'm going to keep being able to keep up with it. But cucumbers are looking good. It's another really tall sunflower. Oh my gosh, these peas. I got to get out here. And I'm trying to retrain some of the peas. Oh yeah, they need to be harvested. Beautiful. Zucchini's looking good. We have captured 5 chipmunks. In a 2-day period, we captured 5 chipmunks in our live trap and rehomed them. And I know that's a questionable thing to do. Apparently they don't do good transplanted. But I need to save my garden, so. I have green onions starting to come up finally. Well, they're little babies, but they're starting to come up finally. Pretty excited about that. So yeah, we've caught a lot of chipmunks. While we were gone, we did not have the live trap set, so we didn't have to worry about them being stuck in the live trap for a couple days while we weren't here. So I'll probably reset that tomorrow. See if we can get any more. But meanwhile, I have not had any damage in the garden, so that's good. This pumpkin is everywhere. This lettuce is everywhere. Oh my gosh. I need to harvest so much lettuce. Again, it's drowning my peppers out. I can't even find my one pepper. I'll have to get out here tomorrow morning and some of this lettuce is starting to go to seed now. Perfect. Okay, then I won't feel so guilty pulling it out. That's all right. Maybe I'll resow. I think I'll do that. I think I'll resow some more lettuce. Pull out the big stuff and resow. Yeah, I'll do that because my green stock is just not doing well. But my basil's looking so good. I'm going to have to start pruning that back soon. Oh, bugs. They're so bad this weekend. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to start pruning my basil soon. Actually, I might do that now. No, I won't do that now. So indecisive. All right, so there's a couple things that I wanted to mention at the end of this little collection of videos. The chipmunks situation, and the babies are getting so big. The baby chickens are getting so big. They're like 7 weeks old now, maybe 8. I don't remember exactly. I'll have to look. But they're big, they're beautiful, they're friendly. My laying hens and them are getting along great now. We've not had any issues with that. The one hen we had that kind of started living on her own out in the middle of the yard somewhere and that would come back periodically. My husband found her today. I had saw on our security camera that we had a family of like 6 raccoons walking through the yard one night, and we found her missing her head. So I'm thinking that's what got her. But other than that, there's not been a whole lot going on around here. So I'm sad we lost Bethel, but at the same time, she was not living a happy life. She was completely excommunicated from the coop. They would not tolerate her being around at all. So I did not, I felt so bad every night that I knew she was sleeping outside. That's just not a life for a chicken, is living by herself. And I have no idea where she was living. She would just show up once in a blue moon, and she was kind of scared of me, and that's not like my chickens either. So it just wasn't a good situation for anybody. So as sad as it was that we lost her, I'm glad we don't have to wonder anymore, and I'm glad she doesn't have to live like that anymore. So the garden was looking great. Like I said, I don't want to do a full tour just because I might actually, it's evening, so I shouldn't harvest anything. I should wait till morning to harvest. But we just got a good shot of rain. So I think if I come back out, I got to do a couple more things. I think if I come back out and I harvest at least my sweet peas and maybe that lettuce that has gone to seed, because this next week is going to be very, very hot. So I kind of want to, that lettuce that's already bolted is probably not going to taste very good. I'll have to figure that out, but I think it's better to do it now than try to wait till I have time. So there's ideal times to harvest things, and then there's times to harvest things when you actually have the time. And as much as I would love to think that I can come out here tomorrow morning and do it, my husband will be back at work, so I'll be with my children, and that's not always a guarantee that I'll get to do anything. So I might just harvest tonight before I forget or just run out of time and lose all of it. But yeah, I've already harvested radishes this year, several peas, harvested dill. I have so much dried dill already. I think I actually shot a clip of that. That will be in this video. You've probably already seen that. Lettuce, lots of lettuce. Oh, there was one other thing I wanted to talk about. I'm sure you noticed on if you watched my garden tour, my last garden tour, I don't know if I mentioned, but you probably saw at least that my green stalk lettuce is doing very poorly. Like everything in my green stalk was so tiny. My lettuce and my basils, they were doing so bad. And I think I figured out why, or I was reminded why. I probably actually already knew. So the last couple years, as gardening and homesteading has becoming so much more popular than it was before, the soil companies have had a really hard time keeping up with the quality of their soils. So that means that the soil that you buy now isn't as good of a quality product as you would have seen several years ago. So even though it's marketed the same, it's really not the same nutritional value, and it's just not gonna make your plants thrive. So my green stock, I put fresh soil in that this year. Whereas my other raised beds, like where my peppers and my lettuce is right now, that is doing so well. That soil that has been in there, I've amended it, I've taken care of it. It's a healthy living ecosystem. Whereas the bag soil that I put in my green stock is so depleted, I'm sure. So I'm thinking that's where the issue is. It's just the soil is just poor. So lesson learned, I will not be, I will keep the soil in my green stock. I will keep amending it. I will keep taking care of it. So by next year, it's soil that I've taken care of and I've built up, not fresh soil out of a bag, which in a perfect world, you would think that that would be healthy, nutritional soil, but it's just not. It's just not a quality that they can maintain with the demand that they have. So it's unfortunate, but I know it wasn't my green stock. I know it wasn't that whole setup, because the green stocks work phenomenally. They water well. They, you know, it's a good system. But this year it was just the soil that was an issue. So I won't have my big, beautiful, luscious green stock. I don't think this year at any point. It's unfortunate that I put all of my efforts in my basil in there, because I love basil and I was so looking forward to it this year. And now I only have a couple plants. And in Minnesota, when you start a couple plants, you know, in the ground, or you don't. Hi, Dassy. Or you don't start indoors, basil doesn't have quite enough time in the hot temperatures that it loves to really get established and really thrive and make you a good harvest. So have to be very scarce with my basil, and just probably not put all of my heart and soul in basil in my green stock next year, and try other avenues there. Boy, behave. All right, guys, I'm gonna go throw some bedding down in the chicken coop, and I'm probably gonna wrap this video up. I don't know when my next video will be. I don't have any big plans coming as far as what it will be. If you have any suggestions or requests, please comment below and I will entertain the idea. But other than that, thank you guys for hanging out with me in this last probably whole week of clips that I have shot so far. We'll see you next time. Bye. we'll see if those guys survive at all. But I plan on planting more lettuce in here. So hopefully in a month and a half or so I'll have another batch of lettuce.